This U.S. pilot downed 6 planes in 8 minutes, which is nuts, in the Battle of the Philippine Sea in World War II. His name is Alex Vraciu. And by this point in the war, June 19th, 1944, the Battle of the Philippine Sea is where this happened. And when this happened, he was a combat veteran. He had flown wing to another legend, Butch O'Hare, earlier in the war. Interestingly enough, this day, when he went up in his F-6F Hellcat from the carrier Lexington, he was actually having engine problems. And so he let the rest of the fighter picket move ahead, and he stayed behind in case there were any stragglers that made it through. Stragglers indeed. He was able to line up again 6 planes downed in 8 minutes, which is nuts. The thing about the Battle of the Philippine Sea, and they sometimes refer to the aerial side of it as the Great Marianas Turkey Shoot, is this is really highly skilled U.S. aviators and like really top of the line planes. The F-6F Hellcat, one of the greatest planes of the Second World War, going up against really insufficient Japanese planes and pilots, because the U.S. had whittled down throughout the war the cream of the crop, Japanese pilots, and so these guys were not trained sufficiently. Their planes were not up to par with what the U.S. was flying at this point in the war, and they just got destroyed by these U.S. pilots. And I mean, the Japanese lose about 600 planes and a ton of ships throughout this battle. And on this, like the U.S. loses about 125 planes. And so this is a super lopsided victory later in the war. And again, Alex Vraciu, one of the most legendary sorties of all times, 6 planes in 8 minutes.